And I want to convince you that Stellafane is the real Magic Kingdom. Now, sometimes you will hear that the happiest place on earth is Disney, but we all know that that is not true. We all know the happiest place on earth, it's Breezy Hill. I mean, look at those people. That's some happy people. Stellafane's been making people happy for a very long time. I mean, look at Russell Porter's smile. Come on. How many of you remember the watermelon telescope? Yeah. Yes. So Stellafane is my happy place. I'm sure a lot of you can agree with that, right? But as I was looking at some of the popular culture this year, a certain movie that came out recently, it came to me that the Pink Clubhouse is the original Barbie dream house. And did you know, coming soon to a store near you, Stellafane Barbie. It comes with the following telescope-making accessories. 6 types of grit. Strawberry-scented pitch lap. Don't you wish we had that? Bubblegum-flavored cerium oxide. Not approved by the FDA. 50 Stellafane raffle tickets. And a Barbie Dream Observatory. But I have some bad news for you. Stellafane Ken sold separately. And his name really is Ken. All right, so I did a little bit of an unscientific poll and asked people who come to Stellafane, what was the year you first attended? What has changed about convention? What has not changed about convention? And why do you keep coming back here? And so this is my unscientific results. In terms of what was your first year, people polled went between 1954, that would be Bert, and 2015. And I made a word cloud out of the responses about what has changed about convention. Larger site. Better facilities, camping, more activities, family-friendly. Depending on when you started coming, you either said more people or fewer people. And then we have the little tiny words like less mud, showers. And people really, what they've missed is that some of their friends no longer are here with us, which is a sad thing, but we remember them fondly. So these are just a handful of some of the anonymous comments I got about about convention, what's changed. And you heard about Andrew Simone, a wonderful, kind, gentle man who loved this club and loved Breezy Hill. And his family misses him, but as they say, when they're on the hill, it seems he is just around the corner. Something that's different, no longer wearing boots and having them sucked off by mud and going barefoot to the afternoon talks. And more available porta potties. Yay. The Friday evening informal talks were literally tent talks at a tent behind the clubhouse in a much more confined area than we have now. The current campus, they use the word campus, has become so vast. And again, some people long for the old days where it was very small. The loss of the big camping field and the view of distant Mount Ascutney above the valley fog. And the fact that the program is no longer to the north of the clubhouse. Because if you look at this crowd tonight, how are we going to fit everybody in the field near the clubhouse? Then we camped in Miller's Field. More of that later. Mostly in tents. Now we have Stellafane East and Winnebago Wallow. We were wallowing yesterday morning. And it's no longer hard to get a camping spot. And I heard lots of that. A lot of people saying, oh man, remember when you had to? Don't you hate when people say, back in my day? How many of you camped in Miller's Field? Yes. Okay, let's tell you about that for you young whippersnappers who never did that. That was Miller's Field. It was a concavity, and it would fill with water and mud every year. Yes, it would, and you loved it. But because there was a limited number of camping spaces, this is what you had to do for Dennis DeChico, who did the mail-ins. You waited by your mailbox when you knew that it was coming. And the day it came in the mail, you grabbed your checkbook, you grabbed a pen and a stamp and the little form, you got in your car, and you drove with your knees while you were writing the check to the post office and mailed it in the same day, and that was the only way you got a camping spot. Am I lying? Okay? And we loved it. What has not changed? Look at the number one, friendship, telescope making, enthusiasm, mud, ideas, observing, sharing, fun, chainsaws. There's a consistency to the beautiful uniqueness of convention. The joy, right? Each year during convention, Stellafane is the most special place in the universe. The fundamental experience of the telescope display is the same as ever. That's a no-brainer. The camaraderie, the quick and lasting friendships, the mentoring. Great ideas, chainsaws, weed whackers, paintbrushes. And it almost always rains hard and cars get stuck in the mud. Yes, they do. Camaraderie, friendliness, and to catch up with those people you see once a year. And the culture of convention, it feels like family. Definitely. Why do you keep coming back? Again, friends. There you go. Telescope making, inspiration, love, learn, observing, ideas, fun. You seeing a trend here? I'm hooked on astronomy, and Stellafane is the place to be. Where else do you enjoy a discussion of astrophysics in the back of an old pickup truck on a garbage run? Or talking ray tracing while trimming overhanging branches? It's my home. Old friends and socialization. Stellafane is home, right? You hear this over and over again. It's family, it's home, it's friends. It's where I feel I belong. Dark skies, innovative ideas, and hearing Larry Mitchell's Texas accent. And Mario's Boston accent. Okay? The remarkable community of interest in the subject we love. One wants to remain connected forever. All you first-timers, once you come to the hill once, you never look back. And this was my favorite of all comments. The place is magical. And it certainly is. So yes, Stellafane is the real Magic Kingdom. And we all know who we have to thank for that. Thank you, Russell Porter.